The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Coming up, we're keeping things in the AFC for an intra-conference contest between the Baltimore Ravens and the Tennessee Titans. Alongside Brock Huard, I'm Kate Scott, and the NFL playoffs are finally upon us. We don't know who the teams will be just yet, but one thing we do know, partner, whoever makes it through to the end of the gauntlet ahead has truly earned a spot in this year's. Here in Nashville, the Titans come away with the win. And they were the top-ranked team in action in this wild card round, Brock. So this was always the expectation that they'd advance through to the divisional round. And next week, they're going to be right back here playing for a spot in that conference championship. So that puts a bow on this one for my partner, Brock Huard, and everyone involved on our... It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Coming up, a contest that looks real good on paper between the Buffalo Bills and the Tennessee Titans. I'm Kate Scott, joining me as always, my partner in crime, Brock Huard, and we are excited to bring you this NFL divisional round game. Well, excited, the word that you and I can use, Brock, as do all these great fans in attendance, but for the players down on the field. The Bills fight their way to a win on the road. And they pulled off the rare and elusive road win in the postseason, which means their journey stays alive another week as they head to the conference championship, where they're going to get a shot to punch their ticket to the Super Bowl. So that's it for us here. Brock Huard, our crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win. With the eyes of the world watching, it's time for the biggest event of the year as we're proud to welcome you to the Super Bowl. Tonight, with a hallowed Lombardi trophy in the building, it's a battle to raise it at midfield between the Seattle Seahawks and the Buffalo Bills. Kate Scott, Brock Huard up here in the booth, everybody. Honored to bring you this Super Bowl. And might we see a little history here tonight, partner? One side on the verge of their first Lombardi trophy. But to win it, they've got to go through somebody who knows what it takes. They have been to the mountaintop before.
And we all know that narrative can be a blessing, also a curse. They enter this game with a different type of momentum. A team without a title on the verge of finally achieving it. But with that momentum, sure comes the weight of pressure and expectations. What is that sideline feeling? We'll be watching it, can't wait to bring it to you. And handling that pressure will be an enormous key.
You think of all the seasons this franchise has gone through, Brock, the great teams they had that came up just a little bit short, the rebuilds that ushered in new, hopeful eras, all of those have led to this moment when they were finally able to claim their first Super Bowl title.
And you know what's so amazing about this mountaintop, Kate, is we're looking out on the field and the confetti and all the players and coaches and families, everyone in the building, and yet you and I know there's so many millions in their town that are just going crazy tonight, being a part of something they've never gotten to experience before.
Commissioner Roger Goodell presenting the Lombardi Trophy to the Buffalo Bills, champions of Super Bowl 60. So for our entire crew here at EA Sports, for my partner Brock Huard and my again in the fall, I'm Kate Scott. Wherever and however you've been watching, please get home safe tonight, everybody. Good night from Santa Clara.
just a tick under 70,000 packed in here at Nissan Stadium. Not a seat to be had as playoff football and certainly playoff fever have descended upon the Music City of Nashville, Tennessee. Tonight, it's the AFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap. As it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Tennessee Titans. And I know it's hard to find solace on one side when the season ends, no matter where it ends, but especially in the playoffs because there's all that build up to the moment. But I would imagine the post-game locker room speech, it'll have a pretty positive spin.
It should. They've made a heck of a run to get to the playoffs and have that chance to advance, even though they didn't. But you're right about how much it's going to hurt because when you work that hard to get this far,
The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Today, our draw features two from the AFC between the Tennessee Titans and the Denver Broncos. Welcome, everyone, to the start of the NFL postseason. Kate Scott, Brock Huard here as these teams begin the journey toward the Super Bowl. And at this stage, Brock, it's a daunting... It's a win for the Broncos. As one side leaves dejected, another can finally, at least briefly, Brock, relax here. Their playoff run extending into the divisional round.
Yeah, you get to these 60 minutes, and what is it, Kate? A suddenness? Like the suddenness of the season being over for one, and then the reality of like, wow, here we go. Here's a divisional round. Here's a possible championship round. Maybe that Super Bowl is out there.
Choose which team you'll begin your franchise with. The menu on the left lets you adjust your league settings and where to start your franchise.
This is something that's happened 9 times before, Brock, and now we've got number 10, winning back-to-back Super Bowls, which we talk about it often, an immeasurably difficult thing to do here in the NFL.
Yeah, puts you in some pretty elite air. So many of the groups who've done it are remembered as some of the greatest. The Packers winning the first two, the Steelers of the 70s going back-to-back twice. In more recent days, the Patriots of the early 2000s and the Chiefs a couple decades later, they're remembered among the all-time greats. And with this win, well, these guys have officially joined them.
Commissioner Roger Goodell presenting the Lombardi Trophy to the Buffalo Bills, Super Bowl 62 champions. So that is a wrap. Another memorable NFL season in the books for our entire team here at EA Sports. For my partner, Brock Huard here, our fellow commentator. After hundreds of battles throughout the season, we finally determine a champion tonight. As EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings you the biggest game of them all, the Super Bowl. Tonight, the Lombardi Trophy's in the building, and we've got a fight to see who's gonna raise it. Between the Tennessee Titans and the Seattle Seahawks. The eyes of the world are watching, and there is one story. Tennessee to the line, 1st and 10. Coming out throwing, here's Ward. Finds him over the middle. Dancing past him. It's a race down the right side. Cow.
Nothing. Here's Ward to throw right away. Now he'll tuck this and run. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handle winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
First down, Titans.
Throwing now, Ward. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up 2nd down. Now Ward. They'll set up the screen for Spears. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Throwing is Ward. Now he's going to stop. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Boye Mafe drops him for a loss of 10. And it's going to be 4th and long. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. Titans offense set to begin the drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Ward. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Ward. Under pressure, they got him again. Ernest Jones, the linebacker, with a sack. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Going deep downfield for Ross. That's going to be knocked away. The offense set to take the field here as they have the football in the final minute of this first quarter. And that's going to be incomplete. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
On play action, Ward. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The biggest game, the biggest stage, Super Bowl 63, 1 quarter in the books. Plenty of scoring here already. We'll return after this message. You're watching the NFL, and it's right here on EA Sports. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. To throw is Ward. And this one incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. That is brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. Boy, a curious. So 2nd quarter, this offense losing and hoping to get the football in the end zone for the first time. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. To throw, here's Ward. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. From the gun, Ward. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And the Titans will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down. Well, no, but hold on, let me finish. You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think
did.
you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that.
And shutting him off, now open field. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. great effort there. Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animating.
And this is caught. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Spears will take this into the end zone for a Titans touchdown.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Richardson. Now he'll tuck this and run. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Richardson working from the gun. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
They can't tackle it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, Titans.
And Richardson looks to throw once more.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Richardson. Now he's going to step up and run. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there.
And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about.
A surprising move to go for it, predictably at least. It'll be a 1st and 10 coming up as this offense takes over possession of the football in the 3rd quarter.
Richardson looking to throw this. Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. Picked by Julian Love.
And the return will be...
So it's a win for the Seahawks here, and it was Sam Darnold, CD, who really led the charge.
Yeah, we really saw a quarterback at the top of his game.